Okay, for this video, so we will discuss about rectilinear motion with variable acceleration. So variable meaning, nagbabago yung acceleration depende dun sa time tsaka dun sa displacement. So initially, dun sa previous topic natin, yung mga acceleration natin ay constant. Pero dito, nagbabago siya. Halimbawa, from 1 second ay a equal to 2 meter per second square. Then dun sa 3 seconds, so maaring iba na. Halimbawa, ang a natin dito ay equal to 9 meter per seconds. So variable acceleration yung tawag doon. Yung nagbabago siya. Depende dun sa time or dun sa displacement. Okay, so let us discuss the differential equations of kinematics. So we can derive equations using these three. So our variables are, again, velocity. So S is for the position. Paki-correct na lang yung handouts nyo. And then yung A, acceleration. Then T is the time. For the position, so you can also use X. Then meron din tayong displacement. Yun yung change in position. So maaring ang reference point natin, halimbawa dito naman. So sabihin natin 0. So yung distance mula dito sa reference point hanggang dun sa current position, yun yung S. Okay, so kapag nag-move pa to, halimbawa sabihin natin nandito na siya ulit. Ayan, nag-move yung ating particle dito sa point. So yung kanyang second position, ito. And then, yung distance mula dito sa first position hanggang dito, yun yung delta S. Okay, so yun yung displacement na tinatawag. So kung ito ay S1, so ang delta S dyan ay S1 minus yung S. So we also have 4 cases. Ito naman, ito yung parang guide natin dun sa pagsusolve ng mga problems which involve, of course, variable acceleration. So yung case 1, the displacement is given in terms of time. So ibig sabihin, meron tayong equation na S is a function of time. Halimbawa, S equal to t cube minus 2t plus 1. So ito yung example ng equation ng displacement or position in terms of time. Minsan yung S sa yung delta S nagiging pareho kapag yung initial position natin ay 0. Then case 2, the acceleration is expressed in terms of time. So maaring ang given equation dyan ay A equal to 4t. Ganyan. So A equal to t square minus 2t. Ayan. So mga ganito. And then meron ding nakalagay dito na procedure kung paano isosolve pag ganito yung given case. So sabi dito, general procedure is to start with 2. So yung 2 na tinutukoy ay ito. So ito yung A or yung 2, equation 2. So ilalagay lang natin dito yung given. So kung ito yung given, A is equal to 40. So gagawin nyo lang itong 40 equal to dv over dt. Then solve dv. Okay, so dv equal to 40 dt. Then integrate both sides. So ito yung initial step dun sa case 2. Yung case 1, differentiate lang natin dire-diretso. Yung first derivative na ito, yung ds over dt, yun na yung velocity. And then yung result dito, kapag dinifferentiate naman natin yan, o differentiate natin yung velocity with respect to time, yun na yung A. So madali lang i-solve yung case 1. Then case 3, the velocity is given in terms of time. So halimbawa, velocity naman daw ang given in terms of time. So halimbawa, 4t square minus 1. This case is a combination of case 1 and case 2. Differentiating the given velocity-time relation determines the acceleration, while integrating it determines the displacement. Susundan natin to. So yung differentiation, differentiate lang natin to, dv over dt. So 8t minus 0. So 80 na lang. So ito yung ating acceleration. And then yung pangalawa, yung integrating, it determines the displacement. So integrate natin yung given. Pero bago tayo mag-integrate, isasubstitute muna natin to dun sa equation 1. Okay, so ito yun. So yung v equals ds over dt. So, dito natin ilalagay yung given velocity. So, lagay natin 4t square minus 1. Then, solve for ds. Okay, so, this is 4t square minus 1 dt. Then, integrate both sides. So, yun yung case 3. Then, case 4. So, meron tayong acceleration is given in terms of velocity. Or yung velocity is expressed in terms of the displacement. So, kapag ganitong case ang given, so, ang gagamitin dyan unang-una ay yung number 3. So, let us solve our first problem. So, problem number 19, chapter 10 from the book of Ferdinand Singer. So, the motion of a particle is given by the equation s equal to 2t to the fourth minus t cubed over 6 plus 2t square. So, ang given s equal to 2t to the fourth minus t cubed over 6 plus 2t square. Where s is in feet and t is in seconds. Compute the value of v and a when t is equal to 2 seconds. So, required is velocity and acceleration at t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, solution. Okay, so if you will take a look at the given, this is s expressed in terms of t, so meaning case 1. Okay, so the required are v and a, so meaning we are going to use equation 1 and 2. Okay, so just differentiate s in terms of time, and that is our velocity. So for v, so from velocity is equal to ds over dt. We can solve ds over dt here. So this is 8t cubed minus 3t square over 6 plus 4t, or this is equal to 8t cubed minus t square over 2 plus 4t. So this is our equation for the velocity. Okay, so at t equal to 2 seconds, we can now solve for the velocity. So 8t, or 8 multiplied by 2 cube minus 2 square over 2 plus 4 multiplied by 2. So this is equal to 70. So ang unit natin for v, since we have feet and seconds, so this is in feet per seconds. Next, for our acceleration, so acceleration is equal to dv over dt. So let us differentiate this v, equation of velocity, to solve for a. So that is differential of 8t cubed minus t squared over 2 plus 4t. So with respect to time. Okay, so this is equal to 24 t squared minus 2t over 2. Then plus 4. Or our acceleration is simply equal to 24 t squared minus t plus 4. Then at t is equal to 2 seconds, a is equal to 24 multiplied by 2 squared minus 2 plus 4. So this is equal to 98. So 98 feet per second square. So we are done with our first problem. So next problem, the velocity of a particle moving along the x-axis is defined by v is equal to, so given, v equal to x cubed minus 4x squared plus 6x, where v is in feet per second and x is in feet. So yung variable natin ng position or displacement ay x. Compute the value of the acceleration when x is equal to 2. So ang required acceleration at x equal to 2 feet. So ang given ay v in terms of the displacement. So meaning this is case 4. So ang gagamitin natin ay yung equation 3. So yung v dv is equal to a ds or a dx. Okay, so x ngayon yung ating variable sa displacement. So, ang shortcut para malaman nyo agad yung equation na gagamitin, tignan nyo lang yung mga variable na given. Ayan. Tapos, i-match nyo dun sa equation na tatlo. So, ito ay v tsaka x. So, ngayon, tignan nyo lang sa equation kung ano yung may v tsaka x. So, equation 3 natin, although s yung nandun, so pwede rin yung dx. So, for short, yung equation 3 ang gagamitin. Kasi equation 1 ay v equal to ds over dt. Yung equation 2 ay dv over dt, yung acceleration. So, sa equation 3 tayo, solution. So, from v dv is equal to a dx. So, we can solve acceleration. That is v dv over dx. So, with this equation, we can solve dv over dx from the given equation. So, this is equal to yung v. So, substitute na rin natin x cubed minus 4x square plus 6x. And then yung dv over dx, differentiate lang natin to. So, that is 3x square minus 8x plus 6x or 6. So, again, ito ay galing sa dv over dx. So, differentiate lang yung given dito. Yung differential ng x cubed minus 4x square plus 6x with respect to x. Then, we can now solve for acceleration at x equal to 2 feet. So, 2 cubed minus 4x square plus 6 multiplied by 2, then multiplied by 3x square minus 8 multiplied by 2 plus 6. Kung gusto nyo i-solve lang separately itong dalawa, pwede din. This is equal to 8 feet per second square. So, for our last problem, problem number 25, chapter 10, from the book of Ferdinand Singer. The motion of a particle is defined by the relation A is equal to 4t. So, kung makikita natin yung given equation, A is equal to 4t, so that A is case 2. Okay, so given acceleration is equal to 4t. Case 2 ito. Where A is in feet per second square and t is in seconds. It is known that, so other given, is equal to 1 feet or 1 foot. V is equal to 2 feet per second when t is equal to 1 second. So mamaya gagamitin natin itong mga to as limits. Okay, so pag nakakita kayo ng ganyan, gagamitin natin sila as limits. Then yung required, yung una, yung relation between VT. So ibig sabihin, magsasolve tayo ng equation relating VT. For short, let us express velocity in terms of time, and then S in terms of time, then V in terms of S. So mga equations ang isasolve natin. Solution. Again, take a look at the given equation. So that is A and T. So ang gagamitin natin dun sa equation, yung may A tsaka T. So from acceleration is equal to dv over dt. So from A is equal to dv dt, we can substitute yung acceleration na 4t. So this is equal to 4t. Okay, and then solve dv. Or that is equal to 4t multiplied by dt. Okay, so we can now integrate to solve v. Okay, so let us use the limits. So dv. So our upper limit is always the variable of integration, so v, and then your lower limit is the given velocity. So that is 2. So dito naman sa right side, t, time yung nandito. So ibig sabihin, yung time na given ang ilalagay nyo dito. So yung t ay 1. And then yung upper limit ay yung variable of integration na t. So this is 4t dt. So integrate both sides. So this is v from 2 to v equal to, So integrating this one, so we have 4t square over 2, and our limit is from 1 to t. Or this is, substitute natin yung mga limit. So v minus 2 equal to, ito naman 4 over 2, pwedeng gawing 2 na lang. And so ito ay 2t square. And so 2t square. Then minus yung lower limit. So 2 multiplied by 1 square. So we can now solve for the equation of velocity in terms of time. So this is equal to 2t square na lang. Okay? So we can now solve for s in terms of time. So ang meron tayong equation sa differential equations of kinematics, yung v is equal to ds over dt. Okay, so solve natin itong ds. So this is for velocity as a function of time. The next, for st relation, let us solve s in terms of time, or a simple equation relating the two. So from v is equal to ds over dt, so we can solve ds. Okay, so from v is equal to ds over dt. So meron na tayong na-solve na velocity in terms of time. So ito, substitute na lang natin dito sa v. So ito ay 2t square equal to ds over dt. Then from that, we can now solve ds, which is equal to 2t square multiplied by dt. You integrate both sides. So again, yung upper limit, laging yung variable of integration. And then yung lower limit, yung given values. Yung s, alam natin yun ay 1 foot. Then yung time, yan ay 1 second. Okay, so integrate both sides. So yung ds, s na lang. Okay, so yung 2t square magiging 2t cube over 3. Our limit is from 1 to t. Substitute the limit, so we have s minus 1 equal to 2t cube over 3 minus 2 times 1 cube over 3. So kapag kayo nag-solve, mas maganda kung dire-diretso pababa. Ito kasi hindi nakasya sa aking screen. So we can now solve s in terms of time. So s, so lipat natin yung negative 1 sa kabila. So this is 2t cube over 3 minus 2/3 plus 1. So this is equal to 2t cube over 3 then plus 1/3. Okay, so we have now the equation relating s and t. So we can also multiply both sides by 3 to remove the denominator, or this is 3s equal to 2t cube plus 1. So pero pwede na rin ito yung sagot. Next, for vs relation. So yung v tsaka s, kung makikita natin dito, ito yung v, ito na yung ating equation ng s. So we can just simply substitute yung t from this equation to this equation. So from v is equal to 2t square, so t is equal to v over 2 raised to 1/2. Okay, so square root nyo lang both sides, tapos solve nyo yung t. So let us say this is equation 2 and this is our equation 1 na lang. Then substitute equation 2 to 1 to solve for the relation between v and s. So our equation 1, so 3s equal to 2. Yung our t natin, so alam natin yun ay v over 2 raised to 1/2, then cube, and so plus 1. So this is equal to 3s equal to 2. Tapos ito simplify natin. So v over 2 raised to 3/2 plus 1. Then 3s equal to, so unahin muna natin yung nasa taas. So 2v raised to 3/2 over 2 raised to 3/2 plus 1. And then simplify 2 divided by 2 raised to 3/2, or simply yung itong 2 na to, ibaba nyo. So, magiging 2 raised to 3 halves multiplied by 2 raised to negative 1. Pag pinagsama nyo to, yan ay 2 raised to 1 half or simply square root of 2. So, ito ay 3s equal to v raised to 3 halves over 2 raised to 1 half or square root plus 1. So, pwede nyo pa itong i-rewrite. Pwede nyo isolve yung s lang in terms of v or yung v raised to 3 halves ang isolve natin. Let us solve v raised to 3 halves dito. So, multiply natin both side ng square root of 2. So, 3s square root of 2 equal to v raised to 3 halves plus square root of 2. Then, pagsamahan natin itong dalawa. So, 3s square root of 2 minus square root of 2 is equal to v raised to 3 halves. And then ito, factor out lang natin yung square root of 2. So, 3s minus 1 minus square root of 2 is equal to v raised to 3 halves or simply v raised to 3 halves equal to 3s minus 1 multiplied by square root of 2. So, that's all for this video. See you next time.